All right. We are here. The You Did What podcast. What's going on? Your man Brandon D right here. Got the homie.
Rick Ruckus. Yes, sir.
Let's get to it, man. So, in today's episode, man, this guy right here, he has taken a record from nothing and reached the highest heights that you could possibly reach. And not only the record, but it seemed like everything he touches, he just got that Midas touch, man. He out here getting to it. He's still making it shake. So we're gonna bring in the homie right here, Carolina native, Colonel Loud.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
Good. Cool, man. Good.
So man, so you got a lot going on, man. You done had your hands in a lot of different things. Like when I look at it, you got. I heard you was into automobiles at one point in time. Of course, you got the street hustle you was in at one point in time. You got dogs. You got businesses where you contracting with the city and the state. In addition to having like hit records, like where did this hustle come from, man?
It just, I guess it just come from the family, the bloodline. I come from a family of hustlers. Like, I guess at a young age, I just seen the money,
Yeah.
and I had to have it 'cause I ain't have it when I was little. I probably ain't get a pair of name brand shoes till like 6th grade, 7th grade, middle school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like once I got that image and got with the cool kids, shit wasn't talked about no more. I had to hold that shit. I had to keep it up. So I did what I had to do to just always make sure I kept money in my pocket, whether it was cutting grass or selling grass. You know what I'm saying? I did what I had to do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I seen one thing you said, your grandma told you to always be the boss.
Oh yeah.
So
Always.
so the hustle was just in the bloodline, in the lineage from day one. That's pretty hard, man.
And she always say, hang around money. Make sure you able to get access to it. Always be around it, make friends. You know what I'm saying? With people who got money. Don't hang around broke niggas. That's what she say. Don't hang around broke folk, you gonna be broke.
That's hard, man. You always get the jewels from the grandparents. At the time when you little, it's
Oh yeah.
just something. But when you get older and you look back, you're like, ooh, boy, jewels.
Yeah. You catch yourself.
Yeah. And another thing I see about your story, man, is that, long before the record had popped off or whatever, you was always willing to bet on yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You bet on yourself and you was always willing to put the bread behind yourself to make whatever shape. Um, so one of the things I want to get to is the California song, man. The joint with you, T.I., Rico, Young Dolph. The first time I heard the record, I think I was in LA, ironically, at Brian Dawson. He had a rooftop BET award party or something like that. And the record played. And I called my man Keith McMasters, him and Rico real close. And I called Keith, like, yo, I heard this record with Rico, Colonel Loud, and somebody else on it, man. But they going crazy out here in California for this record, man. And so this joint went from, just a concept, just something in the studio, because a lot of people have hot records, right? Like, but it never goes there. But the team that you put together, the people that you rock with, y'all was able to take it there. Like, what do you attribute to the record being able to go from just something that was hot in the studio that you was bopping to like to something big?
I just say it's the work ethic, like just staying on it and messing with the DJs. Like me and the homie Pocket, we went to Atlanta like every week. You know what I'm saying? That's a 6-hour drive, so we take it every week, and we down there trying to promote music and stuff. And it's just building a relationship with the DJs over the years. Not just going down there, here goes some money, play my song, but every time we in the city, we check in with the DJ. What y'all doing? Like, oh, we gonna come through. Where you spend that? Go through, hang out, show love, or get together the next day, have some lunch with them or whatever. When they ain't behind the turntables can't hear shit, and just building that relationship with them. And so eventually, over the years of grinding and coming with songs, finally we got that banger. So it's even easier to get the love and the support from the DJs to help push it, because like the song had got out there without like no money behind it. It was got out there accidentally,
Mm.
you know. It wasn't even done yet, and Pocket snuck it out there to a couple DJs. Then next thing I know, my phone blowing up around Super Bowl, and it's like, yeah, they playing it here. B103 just played it, and this and that. And I'm like, damn, it's taking off. It just took off like fast. And then I had to tighten up after that. Okay, let's start putting some money behind this thing, keep it moving.
So
Yeah.
when y'all recorded it that night, when you laid your verses, did you know, boy, this it, or it was just another song?
Now I ain't gonna lie, like the beat, I had the beat probably about 3-4 months before we even did it,
Mm.
and I like the beat, but when one of them beats just so good, you just don't want to bring anything to it. It got to be great, and that was one of them. And Rico sent a couple different hooks, and I ain't too much care for him. I was like, nah, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And then when Dolph got in town, I ain't even hear from Pocket, so I was like, all right, look, I'm gonna get you on this record. And then I got him on the song Double. And then Pocket called. He's like, I'm on the way to the studio right now. I got Rico with me. So I'm like, damn, I already done bought the verse from Dolph. He coming out late. He wasn't answering his phone. Then they showed up. I pulled bro to the side. I said, look, man, I need you to look out for a second verse. I was like, this the real song that you were supposed to get on, but I ain't want to waste your time. I was like, I ain't want to look crazy. Hey, just waiting around. He's like, all right, let me check it out. And then he played the beat. He was feeling it. Then when Rico dropped that hook, he was all the way in there. And I was all the way in there too. 'Cause I was like, what the hell? I like, that ain't nothing he was saying. I like that shit right there, raw. And it was a done deal. It had that feeling, It had that feeling. The next time I had seen Dolph,
Oh
go
my!
ahead.
I was gonna say a lot of people be
The
sending,
next,
sending verses over the internet. It was dope that y'all was actually there, because when you feel that vibe, it'll make you go. You know what I mean?
it was a good feeling, a good memory, you know what I'm saying? And it's like the next time I had seen him, probably a month later, he had a show in Raleigh. I pulled up on him. He wanted something to blow on and shit. So when I pulled up on him, I'm like, shit, hey, that song Double. He like, yo, what's up with California? I was like, huh? He's like, what's up with that song California? I was like, shit, we getting it mixed down right now. I'm still trying to get E40 on it, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, that shit go hard right there, man. You need to drop that thing. So I was like, all right. And I knew right then it was a hit, because out of all the artists I work with, like you'll see them again, they're, oh, what's up, bro? They remember you spending money with, but they don't remember what the fuck verse or what song y'all did
Yep.
together. And nigga Dolph was like, what's up, California? I like, this nigga remember. I was like, this must be the one. And it's like everybody that heard it was like, yo, that shit hard right there. It just, it's a hit.
Yo, is there truth?
Anytime Rico, yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Is it truth to I heard one time that bro had offered to buy the record from you outright. Is that true?
Yeah, he offered to buy it. I was like, shit. I forgot. I can't remember what he offered. It was, I might have told him 150, and I think he came like 75,
Mhm.
and I was like, nah. He's like, let me give you 75, and if it do what it do, then I give you the rest. I was like, shit, nah, man. You know it's gonna do what it do. Just go ahead, cash out the 150, leave me my verse on that nigga. The song yours and shit. But he ain't do it. But we still ate. We still did good off it. We built a relationship from that shit.
Yeah,
So everything worked out like it's supposed to.
yeah. And from what I seen too, it wasn't just like a verse. Like I was on your page earlier and I seen like you was actually on the road with bro, right?
Oh yeah, shit, really. This shit crazy because for the longest now, me and Pocket were chasing them down trying to get the paperwork and shit right. We like, yo, you got to sign off on your publishing and all that shit, whatever. They like, just talk to my lawyer, talk to my lawyer. So I went to like every one of that nigga shows. I seen that nigga shows go from goddamn 25 people to 2,500 to 5,000. Like I watched this shit grow as I'm trying to get this paper signed. And then when it took off, he was like, hey, come on through. We're gonna be here. Come through. Let's do California. Bro always showed the love, man. I miss my nigga.
Yeah,
Like, he be like, shit, I be in LA, he be out there, he be like, come through the crib and shit. We ain't doing nothing. Go to the club, whatever, all that shit. But
yeah,
yeah, man, we had fun.
yeah. It's like so it's like now you hear all these stories about his independence, right? But before he had passed, like you ain't really hear it like that. Well, I know I didn't personally. I mean, of course you seen the grind, but it's like after you heard all these stories, like man, this man might have been up 100 mil, like all type of crazy stories about the independence. Like, what is some game that or the biggest piece of game that you might have soaked up from being around
Just most important thing is having your
them?
team together. Like, you know, all the years he always had G, Cuz, and C, like they were his main men. Like when I first met him, it was them four niggas in the studio. You know what I'm saying? And when he passed, it was still them. Like them and then the rest of the crew, but just having that main solid foundation to get to where he at. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do it by himself. He did it with a team because everybody believed in that shit. And everybody was trying to get there. Like everybody played their position. So they got to where they was at and was able to do it by just having a solid team pushing and just moving around.
Yeah,
Because if you ain't got no team, shit, you ain't gonna be able to do it. Quarterback can't win the game by himself.
So I was gonna ask you now that how everything played out, would you have rather took the 150 or would you rather have played how it had played?
Nah, I think how it played was good. Cause I feel like if I took the 150, it might have been just something different, bro. To just maybe our relationship when that turned out like it did, and he would just be like, "Hey, man, your money, nigga, burn the strip, my song now, whatever." You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I just went at shit. I probably would have took that. It was at the beginning, before I really like learned the music and all that shit. It was happening so fast. I was still a street nigga, so you already know that I would deal with that 150. Shit, I do. Riri. I probably knock the fuck up right now.
yeah, yeah. So that was one of the questions I had, man. Because everything I seen on you, I seen that you gave Pocket massive props. You know what I mean? And a lot of people
Yeah.
don't do that. They carry it as if they did it all by themselves. How important was Pocket throughout this whole process?
Shit, it wouldn't have happened without him.
Mm.
Like that nigga came and got me out the trap. Like nigga, I answered the door. Nigga, I'm weighing on the scale and rapping at the same time. The microphone right there. I'm serving niggas at the same time, making a mixtape. And he came through and shit. And he was like, "Yo, I heard a mixtape and shit. My boy Mickey D let me hear some of your shit. That shit hard." Now I just looking at him with an attitude. Cause I had went to that nigga to an open mic night one night. This is like when I first came home from prison, and I rolled up on him. My man was like, "Yeah, that's Pocket. He pushing Little Boona, this and that. He the man around here with the music. Him and Ski Money got the open mic night." So I was like, "Shit, let's roll up on him." So I pushed up on him. I was like, "What up?" I was like, "Shit." Back then they called me Mike Check. I was like, "Shit, I'm Mike Check. Check my goddamn CD out." Then he's like, "All right." He put that shit in the car. Then he turned around and started talking to the dude and shit. I was just looking. I looked at my man like, "Man, nigga, fuck this nigga." I grabbed my shit out the car and walked. I was like, "Fuck that pussy ass nigga, man." So fuck around. I ain't like that nigga for the longest. I was like, "Fuck that motherfucker." Every time I see him, look, short ass nigga. And then one day that nigga popped up at the trap, knocking on the back door. I was like, "What's up?" He like, "Shit, yeah, I heard your shit." He like, "What you doing?" I like, "Shit, nigga, making a mixtape." He like, "Yeah, I see that, but nigga, what is you doing though? Like your shit sound good. You need to be doing something with it. Oh shit, I ain't doing that. I'm just dropping the tape. Shit, this is what I do. Like this my side hustle and shit. It's like shit. If I could get you some beats from Shot of Red, he said, you got the money to buy some? I said, yeah, I got the money to buy some goddamn beats from Shot of Red, nigga. I ain't had the goddamn money. I got like a motherfucker. I ain't think that nigga was gonna do it. So I just said that shit. That motherfucker called me back. He told me, shit, we gotta go to Shot of Red house next week. We gotta be there such. He on house arrest. So we gonna be at the studio at his house and shit. I was like, oh shit. Damn, so I fucked around. I had to get that damn
Get that
money
money
up.
up.
I got the money up. Fucking up the re. I damn fucked the re up. I got them beat. And it's like, we ain't never looked back ever since that nigga knocked on the door. It's like every fucking day. That shit probably was down, goddamn, at least 12 years ago, 13 years ago. Every day is like, it's been music. What we doing? What we gonna do? What we need to do. Ever since that day. And it's like, that nigga always on go mode. One thing about him, he might not have the money, but that motherfucker got all the goddamn ideas in the world and what to do. And if you got the money, he gonna push your ass. Y'all gonna go. But if not, he will break your ass. But it's for a good reason. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah,
That money will run out eventually.
right.
yeah,
You do.
But like that nigga, he'll push. He the music man when it comes to the music and shit. I wasn't like we fell out. We had fell out and shit. Well, about a month went by, I called that nigga. I said, look, it don't matter about everything else, but we just gotta stick to the music shit. I was like, I need you. I was like, my social media going there, everything going there. I don't know what to do, nigga. I don't know who to call, what. I was like, I need you.
Yeah,
Shit. I had to fold.
that's
nah, that's
awesome.
real, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And another thing that I saw about your situation is like everybody that you had around you was working, especially on that particular record. You know what I mean? You got Rico, of course, he got his own relationships.
Mm,
You got Pocket, y'all working it from y'all angle. You got Mr. Hanky, he working it from his angle. Just how important
yeah.
and not only music business, because I feel like a lot of times people talk about the music business, but I think business is like universal. If it'll work in here, it'll work there, which is, obviously what you're showcasing because you keep going from situation to situation to situation and making it shake. How important is it to have people around you that's working too?
Oh shit. That's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just like that's like anything. Word of mouth. Like the more people you got that's pushing, they people, you know what I'm saying? Like you just said, they people gonna pick up on it. Then they people gonna pick up on it. And so it's like, Hanky, he gonna know the producers and DJs and all that shit. And Rico, he gonna know motherfucking artists and the women and all that kind of shit. Like everybody gonna push it off to somebody. So that's real important for everybody to work. Like if y'all a team, when I post something, it should be one post. If it's 7 of y'all, it should be 7 of the same post.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's how it should always be.
Yeah.
right.
Was it like a special DJ or that was that you kind of put the weight, like he was really responsible for like really pushing this joint, like he set me on fire? Was it one person or was it just like a collective?
It was a few of them. Like we had the ones that we got our relationships right here in Carolina. You know what I'm saying? The different uh Fleet DJs, Coalition, Core DJs, and then you had your Atlanta DJs, all the club DJs. That shit right there was a lot of Hanky doing, cause that nigga live in the motherfucking
Mm-hmm.
club. Hanky, you know you live in that goddamn club. I'm talking about Hanky and his. I used to not want to go see Hanky. Cause Hanky gonna take us to
So,
7 clubs that
one
motherfucking
night.
night, bro. We gonna break this record. Hey, Hanky don't play, man. That nigga gon' you. That's one thing. Do a record with Hanky. For any artist, do a record with Hanky. Cause that nigga gonna work your shit. He ain't gonna be like these motherfuckers you just pay for a beat and that's it. Like that nigga out there working it like he rapping on that motherfucking everything.
That's hard.
So
Yeah.
it's like Hanky did them DJs down there, and it was like I think DJ Cash, that one of the DJs. He like do the Caribbean kind of vibe now, like you know what I'm saying. But that that nigga right there played a lot. Like I remember we was in the hotel that night. I know he played it probably about 5 times back to back that night within 2 hours. It was crazy. Like he just kept dropping that shit, dropping that shit. Then even my homie and shit. When my homeboy, that nigga was talking shit when I was doing the work. He's like, oh, nigga, you trying to be a rapper and all that shit. You need to be out here trapping, doing this, doing that, blah, blah, blah. When that shit took out, that nigga was like, boy, I knew you could do it. Like, nigga, where that shit go? You were just talking, nigga. And that shit tell he told me, he said, boy, if you 103 played your shit about 20 times today. It was over after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that y'all had got it, just you and your inner circle, y'all had got it to like 300 spins a week, right? And
Yup.
then that's when
Yeah,
y'all
yeah.
started looking for an outside situation, or how did that come about? Like, was you actively seeking, like,
We
man, we done did what we can do. Let's go to a label. Let's figure something else out. How did that?
I was ready. I was ready to quit, man. Like that shit just had me. I was like, man, fuck this music shit, nigga. This shit keep breaking me.
Mm,
Like I know we almost there, but nigga, we ain't there. And I done spent all my money. Like
This while it's
motherfucking
spinning like hell on the radio had you feeling like that?
yeah, hell yeah, that shit spent on the radio. The radio ain't paying you. You ain't go see that shit till next year. That motherfucking money ain't shit. And then down like it's the music, it look good from the outside looking in.
yes.
Cause it's social media. You know what I'm saying? Just like I'm type of nigga, I could be broke, but you won't ever know. I'ma still wear my jewels, I'ma still be fresh. But I could be fucked up. You'll never know. I'ma bounce back and you'll never know. Like I never fell off, you know what I'm saying? And that's how that shit be.
Man,
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Yeah. I think I seen an interview where you said the record was spinning crazy, but y'all hadn't cleared the sample, so you had to get it removed from media base so it wouldn't be connected no more.
Yes. Cease and desist, man. I had to pull that shit down off of everything cause when we went to Frankie and them, they was like, look, nigga, if we gonna do any kind of business, first of all, take our shit down. They like rip that shit off of everything. So that's what we had to do. I was scared too. I was like, they ain't go prove this shit. I like, we done fucked up. I told you, nigga, you done snuck that song out. We ain't got this motherfucking clear yet.
damn, so y'all got it cleared?
But hey, yeah, I got that shit clear. I was broke up. Luckily, I had good credit.
Mm.
I went and got a loan. I went and got that. I went and got a loan, and I cleared that motherfucker. That shit was like 20 bands.
So you was in the streets, but even in the streets, you like, nah, I'm gonna keep this credit right, and you was able to go
Yeah,
pull a loan, and that's what cleared your sample.
damn
Mm.
right. And after that, I was able to go get money then because I wouldn't even say go get money, but go get help. I wasn't looking for money. I was trying to stay independent. And I was just looking for help to get it to where it needed to go so we could all eat, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, shit, we was on the road with Bill. I'm motherfucking, I'd already went broke. I'd already got the loan. I'm paid down south. And I'm back broke again. I'm like, fuck, man. What we gonna do? So we got with Bigger. And Bigger's like, man, y'all need to go with guys. Y'all need to call up guys. And I want to say Waleed had already hollered at us about guys.
Mm.
So this before Empire even blew up crazy. You know, they was something out west, but motherfuckers ain't really know about them out here and shit like that. So when Waleed was like, yeah, my cousin got a record label, this that, you need to holler at him, such such. I was like, man, I don't know about that. But then when we got to talking to Bigger, Bigger mentioned them too. So it was like, okay, either holler at Empire or holler at 300. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I had another nigga, dang, what was his name? I forgot his name. I don't want to put him on blast anyway, but anyway, nigga was playing around.
Mm.
L.A. Reid and shit wanted to fuck with the song. And it's crazy. 'Cause I'm like, L.A. Reid, why he ain't just holler at his son? Cause his son and me and my homeboy, we all cool. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, why he ain't say nothing? But anyways, supposedly nigga was coming with some little money. I was like, nah, I'm good, bro. And then after we had fucked with
Hold,
Empire,
hold on,
supposedly.
hold on. So you busted. You done spent everything you got. L.A. Reid come with some bread, and you still like, nah, I'm good. I know my
But L.A. Reid, supposedly, like, that's what I heard. L.A. Reid wanted to throw like 200-300. But the nigga that came, that nigga would come with like 10% of that. So the rest he gonna probably put in his motherfucking pocket, nigga. Motherfucker probably gonna put it in his pocket. But anyway, I like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm pass on that. So I ain't fuck with him. And then I ain't no fuck with guys after Bigger co-signed for guys because Bigger like you know, Bigger just wanna see us win. You know what I'm saying? He always gonna look out for the best interest for us artists. So he's like, man, Gazi about the fairest motherfucker I know, this and that, such. So he called Gazi up, then Gazi flew right out the next
flew
day.
to you.
Yup, the paperwork and shit.
Mm.
And it was like, all right. And so, you know, we redlined the paperwork. I sent it through my lawyer. My lawyer redlined some shit. We sent it to his lawyer redlined some shit. We just kept on sending it till everybody came to a right agreement. Everything was good. It was easy, you know what I'm saying? Everything worked out there. I told guys, I like that shit. Just throw me a little change in my pocket. Like, throw me 20. I said, I don't want no real money. I said, put that money into the record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I believe in this shit, so do this. And that's how that went into play and shit.
Yeah.
Did the record turn up after that? After you did the deal with guys in them? It was already.
Yeah, God did what it do. Like, I feel like this is one of the records that probably learned, like, working some shit. So he probably overspent on some shit. But that's anything, you know, you cost to learn and
Yeah.
shit. That's the only way you're gonna learn. So he might spend a little extra bit. Later on down the line, he got the signs down right. He got that shit right. You feel me? And it's working out. But like without Gazi, I feel like when that got to where it was at, like even if I was still pushing like that, Gazi just had so many pools and outlets for a nigga, like shows and everything. He got me on shows. I'm fucking opening up with GEs and Top Dollar Signs and Tory Lanez, like not no little lame ass shit, nigga. I'm in big shits in Arizona, LA, the Bay, different. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So Gazi, I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? Gazi did what it did. Like at first, I was like, you know, I was new to it, so I was like, that nigga did this, did that. He probably shouldn't have spent this, spent that. But at the end of the day, I would sound like a hoe ass nigga to myself. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a nigga in the streets. If I give you this pack, motherfucker, you fumble it or whatever the hell you do it, don't be mad at me, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in you, nigga. I threw you to work. Shit, you feel me? And that's what he
Yeah.
did, you know? He threw me to work. Nigga believed in me, so I'm grateful for everything. I'm like, shit. Nigga, anytime you gonna help me, I'm willing to goddamn fuck with it. I don't know what him and Bootsy got going on, but shit, he always been square with me.
Hey, look, let me ask you this. Like, being that California is such like a territorial place, you know what I mean? Like, was it any pushback whenever you was on the West? Like, come on, man, you out here repping, you know what I mean?
Well, you know, even I heard Snoop say something like, how these niggas come out with a motherfucking apple like this? They ain't even
You
from
heard him
here.
say it.
Like, I didn't hear him, but motherfucker, nigga that was in the room with, I forgot who it might have been E4 or somebody was telling me this story and
Mm,
shit. And it's just like, how these niggas come with that shit? And it's like, I ain't never had no, if anything, if the hate came from anywhere, it was New York.
for
Damn.
real.
I guess I ain't say New York.
Damn.
But I wasn't getting no word from New York. I used to back in the day, but California took over, took over the haze. But they wasn't in the song. It was about
But
California
even hearing that,
and
even
like
hearing
the
that
Cal
from Snoop,
Southern.
that you should take that as a like a compliment, really. Cause he probably was barking on niggas
Oh
from
yeah, but
California, like, damn, y'all couldn't come up with nothing, and these niggas did. You know what I mean?
Duke got on that shit
Oh,
twice.
Twice.
yeah, I ain't know that now.
Let me tell you the story. Back to Shawty Red. So we linked back up with Shawty Red as we got the record. We go out to California and Shawty Red. We in the studio with him on getting some beats for the Plug Talk mixtape. So we turned around. He was like, "Yo, we playing the song." He's like, "Yo, let me get goddamn Snoop on this shit." I was like, "If you can get Snoop on that, I was like, I can get E40. I'm trying not. I can get E40. I was like, I want to get E40 on it. I seen that nigga. I'm coming back from Humboldt County. I'm looking crazy coming out the mountain. I'm looking first class. I see E40. I'm like, yo, and he lost weight. So I was like, is this E40? I look on the phone. I like, this is this nigga, man. I'm like, this is the same ring, the same watch. And that nigga look at me. I was like, yeah, I just gave him a nod, like, I ain't gonna blow you up, nigga. When he got off the plane, I was like, what's up, nigga? And I was like, nigga, I see you, man. Such. I'm Colonel Loud. I got this song, California. Check it out. He's like, oh, yeah, Frankie Beverly Mays. I like that. He's like, send it, get my manager number and shit. Anyways, I called the manager. Pocket spoke to him once, and he told you how much we wanted, so I ain't calling no more until I got the money right. You know what I'm saying? So I got the money up. I was like, call that nigga. Kept calling him motherfucker, won't answer no more. I was like, man, fuck, man, how the fuck this nigga won't answer? So anyway, Shot of Red was like, I get Snoop on the shit. He gets Snoop on the motherfucker. And it's about like the same verse, I believe. He might change a little bit, but I was like, yeah, that's hard. But and he was like, send me the stem and shit, send me the files. I was like, nah. I like, like nigga, I was like, nah, like why you got to have the shit? Like you ain't make the beat, you ain't did nothing. You ain't finna shot a red on the beat. This motherfucker, like this hanky beat. Like what you need the stems for? You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't get the stems. I would come off the files. He's like, well, I can't come off the verse. I was like, well, I can't come off the files. He's like, well, shit, you got to pay me. So I was like, nigga, I ain't gonna pay you shit. I like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, he's like, but I got him for the verse. I was like, I feel you. I was like, but what I'm gonna pay for? You not gonna give me the verse. You talk about you want the stems, the files, or whatever. I'm like, nah. I was like, if I could get the files, his vocals, I was like, then I will pay you. But I was like, other than that, I was like, man, I'm good. Like, I'm not gonna give you my song, cause nigga, I give you that song, that's your song. When next I hear this bitch got the dog pound on it, Snoop on it, Shawty Red on the track at the beginning of that motherfucker, anything. You feel me? Cause I done gave you the goddamn fucking song. So that shit ain't work out. You know, I fought with the nigga and no hard feelings, but I just ain't no green ass nigga. Like I'm slow. I'm country. We country. This how we talk. This slow, but
So
nigga,
we talk slow, but we
yeah,
grew up quick.
you know, you already know. We just back out here. We like, all right, this nigga really think I'm green. We got you at the end of the day, nigga. That's how we be. But yeah, so that shit ain't work out. Then Gazi got every motherfucker in the world on that beach. That nigga called me, say, hey man, what you think about T.I. on that song? You know, all these niggas I grew up on. T.I. hell yeah, nigga, shit. That nigga could have said motherfucking goddamn Rock Kemp. He was like, hell yeah, nigga. Shit, these motherfuckers I
Yeah.
grew up on. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, what you think about him? I was like, hell yeah, that's tight. He's like, cool. I'm sending the song over. He on it. I said, God
So
damn.
look,
Shit,
what
that shit.
was those verses charged against your budget, or that was on the love?
There you go. That's what I'm thinking. See, artists, listen and learn, artists. When they ask you something, this ain't your daddy, this ain't your mama. So at the end of the day, nigga, if they ask you something and you say, yeah, you paying that shit
Yeah.
back, nigga. You paying that shit back. So after about 27 verses, now I'm fucking with you. After about, he got T.I., he got the Locks on the version, he got Bumby and Paul Wall on the version, then he got Snoop, Too Short, and
And
E40
all
on the
that was
version.
going into your budget.
Yeah, I ain't know it till got down that damn long ass paper. That shit was a scroll, like it came for the king. Goddamn, it be rolled out.
Man, how much
Goddamn.
was that shit, man?
Hey, I said,
How much was that all them
huh?
features? Ballpark.
Man, I can't even remember. That shit was up there though. That shit was over three. Over three. I paid
Dang.
everything, nigga. I said, God damn. I paid for the motherfucking Bentley that damn dog was in the video and the match. I said, nigga, we was at the Marriott. I said, we was at the Marriott. Paper Route was sleeping in that shit and the goddamn Bentleys and Ferraris. Nigga, I had the goddamn Ultima from Enterprise.
Oh, like
I had
that.
to pay for all
All the
that shit.
house, all the girl, every girl you seen in the video.
Everything. But I
Yeah.
learned. I learned from it. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually I became a goddamn boss and I'm motherfucking artist and shit. Paying for everything. What you want? You want that? You want that? You want that? I'm hitting them the same way. At the end of the day, like, damn, bro, shit, nigga, you don't remember this? You don't remember that? Look, I got everything right here. You remember that chain? You want it, nigga? The Jordans, all that shit, everything right here. Everything but that Chick-fil-A.
Mm. And then I see you. Oh, go ahead, Rick.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you even look at it this way, but I kind of look at it like you helped kick Young Dolph off, even though that he was kind of moving. I feel like that song.
He was moving already, but I put that goddamn, I put that
Yeah,
nos on it. Bro already moving. Bro was gonna get there because he was the great, man. Off the
yeah,
cheese. That nigga was getting there because his work mentality, and that nigga smart too.
yeah. But
So
you helped it
it's
cross
like,
over.
And you definitely did, bro.
I got hard shit, but I got a lot of smooth shit. I like that old, cause that smooth shit. That's why I ain't getting no pushback, no beef, none of that shit when I was on the road because California was the goddamn cookout song and all that. Everybody, nigga, come on, like, yo, you seen that California song, nigga? You be thinking they first start shit. Nigga, my mama love that song, nigga. Bro, love that song, nigga. I'm like, oh, for real shit. I thought it was be some smoke in this motherfucker,
That's
nigga.
wild.
And that's how it be. And it helped him, and it helped me. Like, it helped both of us, and it helped Hanky. It helped Rico. Like, the song when that did what it did without everybody. And that's why I say it's so important to have a team and everybody playing their
Yeah,
motherfucking part. Because like without Dolph, without Rico, without Hanky brought the sound. Rico brought the goddamn vibe with the hook. Goddamn. Then me and Dolph and goddamn came with different verses talking our
then,
shit. Two
then
trappers
you
on a
got
track. Talk.
Pocket that masterminded the whole situation. It seemed like
Mm-hmm.
everybody was
So
putting in.
I can do a lot of songs. Like you need to talk about this. You know, he's smooth and shit. Like, why don't you talk about this? And you know how you be taking them trips to California. Throw some of that in there too. And shit like
Throw
that.
some of
That's
that
how
in
it
there.
be.
Oh,
Yeah,
so when you said you seen E40, so the record is in the process of like going up, but you was on a work trip out there.
Yeah.
That's what you.
He said Humboldt County.
I would
He's
come
ain't
from
leaving.
the hill. Like if you look on my Instagram, Facebook, you see a picture of me and E40. I'm holding the CD. I got the North Face. I got the camo Carhartt shit on and all that shit. Looking rough. It's been a motherfucker. Trying to blend
That's
in.
real, man. That's real. So
Yeah.
look, and then I seen you say that eventually, like you was kind of burnt out from it, so you stopped pushing the gas on it.
Yeah.
You stopped pushing the gas, and
Yeah.
then I heard you say also that you had to go through a humbling process. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was that about? And that's a universal thing too, because I think everybody gotta go through that process. You don't gain the humility that you need to make it through this game if you don't go through your humbling process.
It's like sometimes you need
Yeah.
that shit just to shake the goddamn leaves off the tree. All the fake motherfuckers
Mhm.
that ain't supposed to be there, they gonna disappear. That's how you gonna know.
Yeah.
Gonna be out in the streets with these niggas and all that shit, whatever. Cause they ain't gonna have your back at the end of the day. This nigga right here gonna have
Right.
my back. I get locked up, whatever I do, she gonna do what she gotta do, pull some money from somewhere, ask whoever, you know what I'm saying, bend over backwards for
Yeah.
a nigga. And it's like, when I hit rock bottom, it's like, motherfuckers disappear.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, okay. All right. And I I don't want to be the type bringing shit up in their faces. Oh, damn, nigga, you can't do this for me all them times I did this and all the times I did that, I did that. I'd just rather be like, okay, I shake my head and then don't fuck with you no more. You'll wonder why. But I know why. You know, you might hear later on down the line in the song, and you be like, oh, that nigga talking about me. Yeah, 'cause you know it's you, motherfucker, that don't talk about once you hear the situation and shit. But yeah, that shit broke me down, and I had to goddamn, I had to go work a job. I ain't never fucking worked a job since I think I worked 3 jobs my whole goddamn life. I fucking worked McDonald's and Kroger's in Atlanta when I first, like, 14, 15, shit, got work permit. I got my first check when it got a pack. Fuck that
Yeah.
job. I ain't looked back. That pack took me off. I just always had kept a pack after that. And then when I moved to North Carolina from Georgia, I was probably like 17. Then my grandma had passed. And my daddy was locked up, my sister was locked up, so I ain't had nobody here. My auntie was here, but she ended up leaving and shit. And so I was just on my own. I had to get it. I was working a little job then doing some heating and air shit. But I was doing the music shit. And I went to Arizona to do a show. And I ended up losing my job because they're like, nah, you can't go. I was like, nigga, I need to go. The music always came first. So I went and did that shit. I ain't working no motherfucking jobs out there. I always hustle. And then motherfucking shit got hot. I don't know if it was on me or not, but I feel like it was on me. So I walked away like the movie Heat. I walked away and just got down. Was like, fuck it. It's like I done did the music shit. I'm out here now. I can't really hustle like that because they watching me and they wanting to catch me because they feel like I'm bragging about the shit. They was on the nigga real hard and I just went and got a fucking job. Like I had got a contractor job doing the weed and shit for the state. And so that was alright, you know. You might get a contract, it might be 60,000, 50,000. Your goal is try to knock that shit out in like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You take a month and you're gonna end up really breaking even and after paying your workers and
Yeah.
everything. But I did that shit. I even worked a fucking job at UPS. I was surprised them niggas hired me around the holiday
It's
shit.
this
I was
with
like, oh
California going up.
nigga, this with California, nigga. This after California. Cause really, it's like I said, I was a street motherfucker. That's why I said Doc would have gave that money. I would have never kept it going with the music. Probably I'd have fuck that car. I was already sick of that shit. Like, man, I ain't seen no music. I put all this money in. I was trying to sell the song, get my money back, and goddamn bounce back. Like, fuck that shit. I know what I could do with this. And I already give up on that shit. But when California took off, it did what it did. But you only gonna make the only money you making really is the show money. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a sample. So by it being a sample, you ain't getting fucking seeing goddamn $200, $300 checks at the end of the day. Supposed to something that was made 100% beat instead of a sample where a motherfucker taking 75%, 100% of this fucking song. You don't make no money just off a
Nah,
show,
I
and
had
then
a
you
record back in the days. They had got me a record deal. This song called the Cack Joint, and it was a Billy
mm-hmm.
Joel sample, and he
Much
wanted
they want
50 G's and 100% publishing.
percent, 100%. See what I'm saying? Hey, when them nigga, my lawyer was like, yo, 75% good. He said they usually want 100 and shit like that. I was like, shit, I'll take it. I said, I'll take it. I said, I don't give a fuck. I was like, long as goddamn our song out there, we need to get this shit back out there. They don't make us take it back down. Whatever they say, yeah, sign the goddamn
Yeah,
paper, man. So, like, I ain't made no money off of that shit right there and the shows and shit. And it's like at the time, I'm a street nigga. I don't know no better. If I know what back then, what I know now, I'd have got them never looked back and kept going and kept working in the studio. But at that time, it's like, I'm shit, nigga. I'm looking for some weed and shit. Back down, I'm still in the street trying to be. instead of fucking being an artist, you know what I'm saying? And we pull up in the city, we be LA, the Bay, wherever. I'm like, nah, nigga, that shit, I'm finna go check this goddamn grow out. Motherfucker be like, man, you need to hit the studio pocket. Like, man, let's go over here. Let's holler at this producer. Let's do this. I don't want to listen to that nigga. Being hard-headed. Fuck around, time came and went. Missed out while I was hot. You know what I'm saying? I should have kept that shit, but I ain't do that shit. Which I had some bangers after that, but it didn't matter because I didn't have that goddamn that momentum I had
Yeah.
then and shit.
I heard somewhere that you was supposed to have a verse on Luke Nasty joint on the way.
That was the verse. It was
It
my
was your
song.
song.
Like, yeah. Like he ain't stealing it or nothing like that. The
Nah,
nigga
not
freak.
saying he stole it, but it
Like,
was your song originally.
yeah. Okay. Boom, we got California. We did Content Money and No Ratchets. And then Hanky came with that. When he sent that shit, like the fucking BPM's too slow for me. Like that's just not my style. Like I love the beat, it's hard, but I rapped on it and everything. I got my version, but I didn't like it. I like I like how bruh voice sound on that shit. Luke Ness like, wait, how he was sounding on that shit. I like, bruh sound good. And I hit him. I said, nigga, I said, you need to just do the whole song, bro. I said, you need to do the whole song. I said, cause like my voice and your voice ain't hitting the same on this, like when me and Rico hit. Like me and Rico, that's why I do so much music with Rico. We like Warren G and Nate, dog. Like our shit go good together and shit, a lot of shit. I done did shit with other singing niggas where it don't sound as good. And I just throw that shit in the goddamn cut. And that's how that would have been. I ain't want the beat to get wasted. I like this a fucking banger. And I like I'm gonna keep procrastinating on putting it out. And the song was just eventually, you know what I'm saying? I got a
Yeah.
lot of shit like that. But I like, bro, you need to fucking do this song yourself.
Yeah, so
That's what he did.
he just
He
did the
took
hook
that
and you had the
motherfucker.
verses.
Yeah, he just did it. It was like instead of I just left the club or whatever. It was the original version was I just left the plug and I'm about to
Come
make a
on,
play on
man.
it.
That's hard, man.
That's how it went, you know. But I ain't like how I sounded on that shit. I, like, I said, man, you sound good on that shit, bro. I said, you just take that record and do what you do with it. And he did. And everybody be like, nigga, that's gonna be your hit record. Like that would have been yo. I'm like, bro, my shit ain't the same. I said, my shit might have would have went got down 32 on the billboard. That nigga went where it needed to go. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Why waste the song? Like just the not like I like music. If good music need to be put out, it need to be put out. Whether who doing it or not, I ain't gonna hold that shit up. Especially when I feel like this not me right here. And then you got a lot of yes man about like nigga, your version sound good. Your version, nah,
Oh,
nigga, I
that's
got
hard
you.
to know that, bro. For real. Cause most people, I was just saying, most people, especially we rappers, bravado, chest out. This mine, I'm the best. That's what you always supposed to say. But the whole and say, nah, that shit sound better. Let it go do what it do. That's a lot like the testament to what type of person you are. You know what I mean? Mhm.
Yeah, that's some real shit. Cause the shit was a banger. Like when I heard it, but I wrote my verses. I think I wrote a couple different verses.
Just went like
But that
yeah,
shit just wasn't even. I was like, nah, that ain't it. And then his version came out good,
yeah.
just like I
So
expected.
check this out. So you had the Plug Talk series, right? And you
Mm-hmm.
making so much money off the dogs. My boy went from Plug Talk to Dog Talk. He about to drop the Dog Talk, Rick Ruck.
No, the mixtape.
I already know it.
The mixtape.
So
The
you rapping that
mixtape,
dog shit.
that dog, just like the plug talk, the dog talk, still talking that shit. It's like the street niggas can understand and the regular motherfuckers don't like. That's all he talking. What is he talking about? But the street niggas that go through shit like I went through shit, they be like, oh, hey, that nigga talking that shit. Same thing with dogs. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it ain't for you. Like a dog whistle. Only certain motherfuckers gonna
Lord.
hit. Only the
Yeah.
dogs gonna hit.
So how did you how did the dog situation come about? Like how did you get into that? Because that business, from what I hear, is like is booming too.
So I started off. I've been breeding dogs since like I was 13 years old. I started out with
Damn, I had to see.
chows and shit. And then when I moved to North Carolina, yeah,
Yeah.
damn right. I moved to North Carolina with a bulldog and a Shar Pei, but I ended up losing them and shit. They got hit, whatever. But I ended up getting into game
Mhm.
dogs, pits, and then I left that game alone after I went to prison. When I came home, I was fucking with the Presser Canarios, and then my homie that messed with them, he's like, "Yo, you ever thought about fucking with the Frenchies?" I was like, "Hell yeah, shit! I seen Wiz Khalifa dog and shit. That motherfucker was cool as hell." I was like, and 2 Chainz got a little down Frenchie too. That motherfucker hard. I was like, yeah, how much? He was like, what that nigga said, 15.
15 bands.
I was like, oh,
15 bands per dog.
huh? He, yeah, he was like 15. So but I'm thinking 15 for both dogs, the boy and the girl. I was like, oh, 75 piece. And nah, 15 for you, 15 for me. You get a girl and I get the boy, whatever. I said, hell nah, man. Like, I ain't finna pay no $30,000 for no damn dogs. I said, I ain't even own no house yet. I said, you crazy as fuck. That nigga, that nigga got them dogs, and I seen that motherfucker had puppies fast as hell and was selling them. I was like, damn, he sold them puppies fast. I said, he don't even sell the presses that
Damn, I
fast.
gotta
The
talk to you,
fuck?
man. I got a Frenchie. I don't even know what
So,
I'm doing. I got a female. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean,
got you. I put you in the game. So, nigga owe me some money. Nigga owe me about 30 and shit. But niggas like, shit, I got a Frenchie. You want it? I said, she got paper. He said, yeah, she got paper. She like 4, 5 weeks. I said, hell yeah, I'll take that motherfucker. And he gave he gave it to me with the goddamn papers and shit. I was like, oh shit. I started with her. I ain't getting no more money from her, but I made that 30, so I ain't even tripping no more. That bitch, I had fucking every time I had fucking litter, I just kept the bitches. Kept the bitches, settle boys, kept the bitches. And then when I had like 4 bitches, I just one come in heat, all of them come in heat. So I had 4 litters. Pow. And I just jumped out there and I just started, learning the game. Cause at first I was just getting colored, then I started understanding what to look for, the traits and the structure and all that shit. And then learning the DNAs and everything and just doing all the knowledge, the science. And I got that shit down, still learning more, but I got that shit down. Like anything I put my mind to, like trapping, whatever, like I do that shit. I try to make sure I'm goddamn, I don't care if I'm the best at it, but I know I'm gonna be
Yeah,
good at it. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm gonna be great. Like I ain't never in no competition. I'm just in competition with myself. If anything, 'cause I want to outdo the last breeding I did. Like, okay, they like that. Wait till I make this. They gonna really love this. So I fuck with them shits heavy. And the same thing with the music. Like I was like, okay, everybody like even Bigger said that shit. He said, look, man, all the artists coming from North Carolina. He said, you brought that plug talk shit. He like everybody talking that talk. He's like, but you was the first motherfucker coming from out there really talking that talk, bitch, really living that shit, doing that shit. I was like, yo, same thing with the dog shit. It's like shit I talk about, I'm living it and doing it. And I realized that it was a lane cause everybody rapping and talk about this, talk about that. So as I'm sitting on social media, I'm looking at niggas reposting these dog pictures and videos, but they using finesse or they using, you know what I'm saying, Big X to plug all these new artists. I'm like, that who this shit is. So they reposting it. One breeder see that, they repost it. They repost it. So I was like, let me start making some dog music. I said, if I start talking that dog shit, these niggas gonna keep reposting that shit. They gonna keep reposting. The only reason they ain't all the way reposting it yet, cause they just getting it off of me, off of my shit. So a couple people reposted it. But once I got it out there on iTunes and all that shit, once guys didn't get a hold of that shit, niggas gonna be post that shit. Watch what I say. because I'm talking that dog talking. Niggas like, ooh, I'm gonna post this because I can relate. Instead of them just posting that trap shit. Cause a lot of them niggas can't relate that trap shit. I can relate both ways, but they can't. But when you talk that dog shit and they breeders, some breeders are just breeders that's been breeding all their life and just green as fuck to the streets. Some niggas is niggas that's trying to get away from the streets and find a new lane. Cause this shit is just like the streets. Nigga, keep that thing on you when you go sell your pup. Nigga, this a pack. God damn it. Don't let them motherfuckers go come in your house, nigga. This where you trap. God damn. That's where you stay. This where you let. You know what I'm saying? Same fucking rules, nigga. That's why when I look on this shit, niggas be like, oh, they got robbed. They went to go meet a motherfucker, nigga. I go meet a motherfucker. We meeting at PetSmart. We meet at the police department. I'm gonna meet
Yeah.
somewhere where I ain't got to shoot your ass. Cause I don't want to die, and I
Yeah.
don't want to goddamn go to prison. So we're gonna try to do this shit the easy way and prevent this shit from happening. And if you don't meet
Yeah.
me there, I know what it was. It's a setup. Just like the street.
That's smart.
Nah, that's all.
Yeah.
This was an ill interview, man. Ill interview, bro. I'm glad we got the chance to sit down and chop it up with you, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to take time out.